So today we're gonna talk about the resume preparation. So the agenda is what should good resume include? Don't do common mistakes. What to put in the resume, what not to put into the resume, and I will show you some good resume examples. So what should good resume include? A good resume should include, usually it should include the name, contacts, work authorization, professional summary, skills and certificates, work experience, and education. And some people put a lot of information that is redundant. Redundant means not not required, but they put them, but nobody cares about that information. They usually look at the first page. You know, when they say first impression, everything is when you're going somewhere. What usually people when they talk, they look at your face first, right? Is that correct? They first pay attention to your face. They look at your eyes. They don't look at your feet first, right? So that's why resume also has a face. That's the first page. That's the most important one. So they look this information, name, contacts, work authorization, professional summary on the first page. So we will go to that. So there are some common mistakes that people make during the when they're creating the resume. So what are they? So first one, don't use unprofessional emails like I am Kitty, hello world, or Cali 94 957 at Gmail. If you're using this kind of emails, don't put them into your resume. Use for your own personal, but create one professional Gmail account that sounds professional. Like your first name, last name at Gmail. Or if that's not available, then a first name dot last name at Gmail. Or first name underscore last name at Gmail. Something like your professional, your like let's say if it's somebody who is a writer, if that person writes books, that person is he gonna use this kind of emails? No, right? So that's why you're also like a professional IT specialist to use some professional Gmail accounts for your resume. Make a gmail.com email that looks professional with your name and without numbers. Example, jsmith@gmail.com or johnsmith@gmail.com. So that's the first thing that you shouldn't do. And what is the next one? Write your zip code on your resume. Though some experts recommend not to write a zip code, especially if you live like far away, we would still not recommend it. But if you live like far away in a small town, but you want to work in a big city, just write the zip code of that big city you want to work in. Let's say you're working, you live in the, let's say in, I would say like uh, Allentown in Pennsylvania. There's a city, Allentown. It's a small city. If you put that city zip code, you will not get too many calls from recruiters. So I would recommend to put the zip code of the downtown Philadelphia. If you're living around, let's say, uh, around the New York City, like in New Jersey, somewhere in New Jersey, but put the zip code of New York City. So you want to work at New York City, but you live in New Jersey. If you put the New Jersey zip code, you will not get too many calls. Instead, put the New York City. So based on the your zip code, you will get you will be selected for the phone calls. All right. So, but during the during this lockdowns pandemic, they were calling everyone, but lockdown and the pandemic is almost over. So nowadays they're switching to hybrid work environment. So that's why I recommend to put the big cities zip code. And the next one, don't put your exact address, like your street and your house. Don't put them. All right. Just put the city. Just put the city, state, and zip code. Because you don't want to give them exact address. Based on your address, they will look, they will filter you. You don't want that. Because if I put my zip code, they're gonna like filter me. Like if I put, let's say, 19115, it's still gonna like include all this 191 after one. It can be 15, 16, 17, 19, 120, right? So that's why put your city, state, and zip code. Don't put your exact address. And put next one. So you can put your green card or US passport, but in case if you have like a status is like asylum with employment authorization, don't put them. Don't write this permanent resident. Don't write anything about that kind of status. All right, so you have authorization. You have work authorization. Just put authorized to work in the United States. That's it.
А если ты гражданин?
If you're a citizen, just put you are US citizen.
Okay.
All right, so manual testing jobs are usually not for visa holders. Like we are automation test engineers, so they might hire for with the what was the name of this CPT OPT? That's work visa types. But if you have a work authorization, but you don't have a green card or US passport yet, just put you're authorized to work in the United States. All right.
Мгм.
So next one. Don't write some current stuff that is not related to QA. So, for example, currently enrolled in data analyst program. Currently, you are enrolled into data analyst program. You're learning, for example, like for the first time, you're learning you're learning the development. Try to avoid them. Don't put them. For the first job, don't mix everything. I have already experienced, I can put anything I want because I already have the job, you know.
Mhm.
But for you, just avoid this. Put only related to QA, everything related to QA. Because recruiter can, it can give them the clue that you might not stay in QA for a long time. You might want to switch to that industry. That means you will soon, graduate and you will apply to jobs and you go to a different company. So that's why just avoid that. So these are the don't do common mistakes for the interview. I mean, not for the interview, for your resume. And some of the others, number 6 is in the technical skills section, it's better to write more tools, but not something unrelated to QA. For example, MS Office. Don't put MS Office, Photoshop, or Corel Draw, something like that. Just they don't care about this. So instead, put some tools that is related to QA. All right. So you use some IDEs like you use Eclipse, you use so Jira, you use like for example, you use the Mac and you can use also the Android. You can use the different OS operating systems, Windows, Mac, Android, iOS. So you can put them, but try to avoid to put this kind of tools because everybody knows this kind of tools, right? Why do we need to fill our resume with the tools that is very simple. Everybody knows how to use it. So try to avoid this. All right. And the next one, don't write too generic phrases like actively participated all phases of SDLC, like software development lifecycle, follow the agile Scrum methodology for software development lifecycle process, PA methodology. This is some generic phrases. They might think that you are a fresher. That's why avoid that, all right? So the next one is the number 8 is in some cases, your past experience could be optimized for testing. So some of you could do that. So for example, computer software technician. You better write it like software technician tester or even software tester. So you worked as a computer software technician. Like you worked as a computer technician. You fix the computer. But instead of writing like I worked as a computer technician, write like something like software technician. All right. So it's more of like this about the software. So you need to optimize it. You need to change a little. All right. And the next one, and this one is please feel free to mention briefly about your past work experience, but don't put anything related to QA. Don't put anything. So you maybe worked like a accountant. Maybe you worked as an accountant. I know this is office work, but don't put that kind of experience. They don't care about your any experience that is not related to QA. So it's gonna waste their time. So they might say no to this kind of resume. So don't put them. All right. So let's see some good resume examples. So I have my own resume here. This one is here. This is my resume. So this is my first and last name. Some people put their title, like a role title, like senior software automation engineer or junior software automation engineer below the name. That's fine. You can also put that. That's fine. You can also put software automation test engineer, something like that. And then I put the address, Philadelphia, PA 19115. And then I put my email address. And then I put my phone number and work authorization. So these are my contacts. So my name, my contacts, and my professional summary. So usually in this summary, do I have it somewhere? That kind of summary. Yeah, usually there might be some 2 or 3 lines of this kind of, it's called synopsis, but it's like a yeah, it's synopsis. So over 6 years of work experience in IT industry as a QA automation engineer, well versed in creating and executing manual and automation test cases and preparing the regression test suite, expertise in banking, insurance, and mortgage domain. You can also put some 2 or 3 lines of synopsis like this. And then you should have experience like a professional summary. So you're proficient in automation tools. You put the automation tools that you use, and then demonstrable knowledge of Java and JavaScript. These are programming languages. So SQL, if you want to put SQL, you can put it. If you think you're good at SQL, you can put the SQL. Then experience in designing, implementing, maintaining frameworks. So I put the frameworks. And what type of testings I have done. I have done API, web services, automation. I have witnessed REST assured. You can put, instead of this, you can put front-end web automation testing with the Selenium. Okay, and proficient in test management, defect management, including defect tracking in report industry using industry standard tools like HPALM. You can put Jira. So put Jira and that's fine. You can put only here. So these tools you haven't used, you can remove it. You can put Jira here. Hands-on experience in using Eclipse, logging with Log4j, reporting with the extent reports. So we have learned all of them. So you can put them. Experience with CI/CD concepts and tools such as Jenkins. Yes, we have learned this, so you can put that. Good experience with version control systems like Git, GitHub. You can also write it. Expertise in testing with the browser compatibility for web applications in Firefox, IE, Safari, and Chrome. You can put Firefox, Chrome, Safari. Just don't put IE. It's too old. If you want, you can put Edge. And skilled at preparing accurate and detailed test plans, test cases, reporting documents for checking defects. Proven ability to work efficiently in both independent and team situations. So here we are talking about more of a soft skill. So try to put 2 or 3 lines of your about your soft skill. So you should also have a soft skill. So here you should write this 2 or 3 points. You should write about your soft skills. So you can work independently. Also, you can work in a team. You have excellent communication, interpersonal skills, highly organized, and you can put your conflict resolution skills are very good. You are motivated, self-starter, detail-oriented, especially detail-oriented is the most important skill for the QA, and able to learn new technologies quickly. So this is about the professional summary. I talked about this here. So professional summary. So these are the faces of a face. These points are the face of the resume. What does it mean? It means that they should be on the first page. So they expect you to put this kind of information on the first page. First, they look at this page and they should get enough information about you already. They have already enough information about me now. Okay, then they can go scroll down. So I have some extra skills, but for you, I don't recommend, don't put them. All right, so just remove it. Don't put them. I have I put this because I start learning development, but well, they don't care about this. All right, so I should probably remove it. Let's remove it. And the next one, work experience. So here, skills and certificates. If you have some certificates, then you can put them, but they should be related to QA. But if that's not, just don't put them. All right, what is next? Work experience. So work experience. So here I am starting from the last work experience. You see, Macy's is the company that hired me. So I'm the contractor of this Macy's, but I put Macy's. I'm not putting my employer here. My employer is Cognizant. Cognizant Technology Solution. My employer is Cognizant Technology Solution. But I'm not putting this employer here. I'm putting the project. My project is at Macy's project. So I am not putting my employer. And you put the project company that hiring you for the project, and then you put the location. So they hired me for this location, Atlanta, Georgia location. So I put Atlanta, Georgia. And here I put my role. After this company and the location, I put my role. I worked there as a senior software automation engineer. Then I put when I started and when ended. From what time till what time. If this is the last one, then I should put to present. Then you put some points what you have done. So validating the RESTful API, using the SOAP UI, checking API response logs, involved in creating test environment for API testing, created automation test scripts in Selenium WebDriver using Java, designed test scenarios, participated actively in all the Agile Scrum meetings, involved in the functional specification document reported all the defects in Jira, coordinated with the offshore team members. That's it. So this is what I have done at that project. Technology stack, you can write it if you want. So what technology stack I use? I use Java, REST Assured, Postman, Swagger, SOAP UI, Selenium, Qtum. So these are the tools that I use. So you can put like a technology stack or tools you use. The next one, the Home Depot. The project Home Depot, location Atlanta, Georgia. My role, senior software automation engineer. I worked there from February 2021 till May 2022. And this is what I have done there. Then I use technology stack like WebDriver IO, JavaScript, Compose CI, Node.js, Mocha, Chai, Jira. Then Freddie Mac is the company that hired me. The McLean, Virginia location, my role, and the time from what time till what time I work. This is the points that I have, what I have done there, and technology stack. Like that, you put all the companies that you worked, and after that, next one is education. So you put your education here, but don't start from your school education. Try to put your college or the higher education, okay? College education or higher education, higher university, but don't try not to put, if you have like a master's degree, that's fine, but like if you have completed your bachelor's degree too long time ago, let's say you have completed your bachelor's degree in 2001 or 2002. You completed at 2002. Now it's 2022. So it's been 20 years. So try to put some like, yeah, it's up to you. You can put that. That's fine. But try to not put the things like the PhD or something like too, like they don't want this overeducated people.
Чересчур умные им не нужны, да?
No, they don't need.
Да,
So-
конечно.
Try to not put your PhD or the doctor's degrees. Don't put them. So
Mhm.
try to put, if you have the bachelor's degree, put your bachelor's. If you have college degree, put your college. And they will ask if they're gonna do the background check. They will ask your diploma, and you should provide.
А у меня диплом там таджикский. Что будет потом? Нормально?
Fine, that's fine. It's totally fine. I also don't have any diploma from United States. My degree is from my own country, so but don't write anything about your country. right.
Ага.
Put
Да,
the name of the university, put your degree here, the name of the university, and the date that you have, the year of your graduate. That's it.
А слушай, Шухрат,
Mhm.
можно там и не ставить столько много? Вот две работы. Они не скажут, каждый месяц она меняла работу, знаешь?
Yeah, that's important. Yeah,
Я вот
don't.
хочу, например, 2 штуки поставить или одну, что я 5 лет в одном месте работала.
They don't believe it.
Почему?
Just put at least 3, because nobody with this green card or the U.S. citizenship works at the same place for 5 years.
Почему? Я знаю, люди по 30 лет работают где-то.
No, in IT they don't.
А, серьезно?
Try to put like 2, maximum 3 years.
Окей. 3
So
штуки.
2-3 years in one place, and then another place 2-3 years. All right.
Окей.
All right. So, any question regarding my resume? So this is about the resume. Don't put and do some good resume examples, but what tools can you use to prepare your resume? The next one is what tools. So let me write it down here. What tools can you use for resume preparation? So one of the best tools is the Google Docs. You can use it, it's free. You already know, I think you already know that. And another tool is Canva. If you go to canva.com and search QA engineer resume in the search field, it will show you a lot of resumes. So here there are some pro templates, they are paid. You see, you can check this, the first page, but it's paid. You can, if you have to pay for this, you should have a pro account to use them. But some of them free. So for example, this one, it's free. So you open it and click customize this template. So you change the photo, you change the name, and you just put your own information. And then you can also add page. You see here, I can add the next page. I can also make duplicate this page. You see, I can duplicate. I can remove this photo. I can add add my name here, like this. So that's a great tool, and it's free. It's you can use some free templates, and that's awesome. So after I forgot that. Anyway, that's fine. Some of them are paid, so if you want to pay one-time payment, so it's called paid. So this pro means you have to create a pro account, paid account, but this paid is a one-time payment. You can pay and buy it if you want. And most of them are free. So you can find some nice resumes. And this one, for example, is nice, I think. So you can put your own picture, profile picture, or you can just delete it, and you can delete this, and you can make it bigger like this, and you can put like this. You can put your own name. So once you adjust this to yourself, you completed everything, and go to share here, share and download. You see, there are multiple different file types: JPG, PNG, PDF. Try to use PDF for this. Usually they expect the resume in PDF form, and then click download, and it will download into your own computer. Look, you see? So that's nice, right? So try to use if you want, and yeah, these are the tools we can use for resume preparation. If you have Microsoft Office tools, you can use them. You can use the Word, Microsoft Word. And then once you complete this, you can save it as the PDF. Save as a PDF here. You see PDF. So yeah, that's another tool. And then, so what is next? So I have some other resumes for different companies. I prepare different resumes. Yeah, by the way, you can also prepare 3 or 4 resumes. Why? Because you may apply to different companies. They might have different requirements. So you might need some different resumes. So try to prepare 2 or 3 resumes, to 2 or 3 different resumes, and based on the requirement, you will apply. So this was for Hexaware, that company I worked for, and they require to put about the project also. So at this company, I worked at this project. So I put a little summary about the project. So that's not mandatory, but some people put the project summary also. So I worked at this gap assessment tool at Freddie Mac project, and this is about the project. And here, domain, type, tools, environments, duration, role and responsibility. So we are putting the role and responsibility. Yeah, I already showed you. And yeah, what you have done. So that's it. So, and there are some sample resumes for different roles. For example, for junior role, this is for junior role. For example, this guy worked as a junior QA, junior QA, and this is the company, this is the location, this is the time, and what he has done at that project. And here the education. Yeah, here the degree, name of the university, and time of graduation. That's it. So I would, yeah, that's for junior. So I will share this sample resumes and just take a look, and you can take information if you want. And what is the next one? Next one, I want to show you this website called quickresume.com. It's a great resume, a great resource to use to prepare the resumes. So in that website, there is a resume samples for especially for QA automation engineer. So this is for this is a resume for the QA automation engineer with this skill: Selenium WebDriver, PowerShell QA, C# testing, JavaScript. And there, this is a summary, and this is description. And you can download the PDF, or you can, yeah, don't use build free resume. At the end, they might ask you to pay for this. All right, so, and here's the experience level, education. So I think this is a great tool. So you can use this, I mean, this great, this website. So this is for 7 to 10 years experience. This is also 7 to 10 years. And this is also 7 to 10 years. And 5 to 7 years. 2 to 5 years.
Tahmina, I told about this website.
So I will share this.
Что за веб-сайт? Вот это?
Да, говорила, как резюме
А,
помогает.
да.
Я вот этот тебе имела в виду, я вот этот пользовалась тоже.
Yeah, it's a great website. So they have a lot of resumes, so you can take a look and
А
learn it.
как бы ты выберешь, потом, который ты сделаешь, заплатишь, да?
No, you don't pay. It's free.
А,
You just learn what to write in what sections, you know,
ага.
just for learning, you know. Don't pay anything to prepare the resume. All right, so that's about it. So about the resume, I think that's enough.